here at Thaba Trails to have a look at the 2022 XCO track that's going to be for the national, the SA Cup number 4. And it's quite a good track. It's not too technical, it's not too hilly like the normal Thaba trails, but still it's got enough technical sections for an XCO. Let's go! XCO 2022 SA Cup number 4. It's a complete new track from all the previous seasons. This is the start line, and the feed tech zone is a dual side, which is fantastic. So every 2 Ks you'll have the option to grab a bottle, maybe fix a puncture or mechanical. Right, so we start nice open. We're going to follow a Jeep track for a while before we hit the first single track. There's enough time to get a good position and to race for the first corner and the hill. So after the feed tech zone, Jeep track, and it's gonna be faster, yeah? We need the first single track. Nice and smooth. First climb. Not too steep yet. Also not too slippery. But on race day with this dry conditions, it'll get more slippery. A little bit more loose. Some small rocky kickers. So this track doesn't have too serious climbs. Total elevation, I believe, is in the region of 140 meters for the just over 4 kilometers for a lap. There's basically 2 major obstacle sections. One big rock that's really risky to ride, and a few small drops. You can basically almost just roll down. For this year's track, there are no gap jumps, there are no serious obstacles. Like most of the old timers would remember, the old Bulldog and Matt's Way, those serious things are not in the track this year due to all the construction that has happened in that area. So some of those obstacles don't even exist anymore, which is kind of sad. But it's fun to have something slightly different again. This is slightly less technical, well, kind of like in terms of the previous laps, the previous courses, tracks that used to be at Thaba here. This is fairly easy, but it's going to be fast, and expect to have a lap or 2 more than normal in your race. Because it's so fast. You get tricky rocky sections through the trees here. Small kicker, well built, like most Thaba obstacles normally are. So for those regulars on my channel, watch that route there. Forgot about the route, just be careful. I'm gonna post the full length video this time around for everybody that didn't have the time to actually really come and scout the track, because I know this weekend a lot of you XCO racers are in KZN doing the marathon champs, so you won't have the luxury of having a full weekend to come and practice a track that we sometimes normally do. So I'll post a full video so you can see exactly what's happening, and then also do a shorter version with all the technical sections, which for some would be less boring if you just want to see what technical things do we have to cross in this SA Cup round at Thaba. So we still have climbing on this course. Not very steep, but after 7 odd laps, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. And even some sections are flat, and you're probably gonna want to pedal there to keep the speed up, and that's gonna work your legs more. So this course is not just work hard on the uphill, work on the downhill, and then uphill again. This is more a few flat trail sections like this Jeep track. It's not very steep. It gives you time to take a sip of water, maybe grab a gel, pass someone, or stay to the side for someone else to pass you, whatever the case may be. Today is quite a bit windy. Luckily there's not a lot of jumps. Well, there's one tabletop that you can jump if you want, just to have fun. You don't have to. Luckily that concrete section you see there, we're not going to go up, fortunately. And sorry for the real climbers, you won't have that much of an advantage to climbing legs this year. Shortcut down the rocks. Just watch your speed. You can get a little slippery around the bends. Okay, we've approached the big technical one. The big rock. The beeline is not that slow. It's slightly further. But on the beeline you can obviously keep your momentum, keep your speed. If you're really good through corners, maybe weigh out the options. The risk versus the time you actually save on that rock. Maybe it'll be more beneficial, especially on the last few laps where you don't have that much energy to focus. You're gonna rather maybe want to take the beeline than risking have a crash or land just on the wrong rock at the bottom, pinch a tire, might have a puncture, break a rib. This is a little bit of a steep kicker, this, huh? Woo, thanks. Okay, I'm going to take the time to get my breath back. Here's an A/B split, slight roller drop on the right, the B is left. Here again, it's a drop, B will be on the left. Watch out for this corner. When you come really race pace through there, it's really slippery there. safe. Bit of an uphill, small kicker. Keep the legs awake. Left, yes. Left. On race day will obviously be completely taped there. So we get done with the first half. You can grab a bottle from the tech zone, stop for a mechanical if you need to, and then continue. Short turn, roots, a little bit bumpy. Much. Right. Obviously also will be taped there on race day. They just haven't taped it yet because the bike park is still open for the usual trails. Riders that come and ride the other trails along the XCO. The small climb, it really works the legs. Focus on the turn. Don't be too slow like me at the moment. Put a bit more speed in. The tires can roll over the rocks. I'm talking a little bit more than normal, but obviously on race day I won't be saying any words, so I'll be going a bit faster. Small flatbed and grab some water. Relax the legs a bit. Kom hier voorbij. Great, thank you. And please, all the riders out there, when you make a pass, announce you're going to pass the other rider. So they're aware of your presence, and be nice to them. And pass with ample space. Don't push them off the track. As you can see, there are quite a lot of ample spaces to pass. Even on this little bit of single track, you can pass if you need to. Jump over the rock for fun. Of course, you don't have to, especially on race day. Reserve the energy for those climbs or that final sprint to take out your competition. Easy through the rocks. Choose your line wisely. Your line choices during practice, like how your body going to feel by lap number 6, number 7, or even for the younger riders, to the ladies that don't do so many laps. In your last lap, the focus are not going to be there. So you're going to be on the bike for about an hour, pushing hard. And fatigue kicks in then. You make silly mistakes, especially during a race. You don't want to make a mistake that can cause you the whole race, or even at worst the rest of the season if you crash. So always keep that in mind. Over the climb. Short flat before we climb again. Short little climb this. Working the legs. And kind of flat turn at the bottom. Always look out for big things in the track. Maybe a small rock, ride over or jump over it to make the corner a bit more smooth and a bit flowy. And slightly bit of a rocky descent, nothing too major. Obviously, race speed, it's another story. Always ride within your limits. Big flat, potentially slippery corners here. Rocky section, there's an option of a drop here, or you can take the easy, slightly slower one on the left. There you got it. There's one lap. This took me 17 minutes and it's just over 4 kilometers. Alright guys and girls, hope to see you next weekend here at Thaba Trails. Have fun. Fun. Always enjoy the trails. Don't leave anything except your tire prints on the trail. Awesome. See you next time.